What's going on? Um, I don't understand why you people are so stupid. I don't get it. I don't know how you reach that level of dumbness and still think that you're smarter than everybody you're standing around. Parts store. Gentleman and his partner in crime or his cohort is, I don't know which one, sidekick. They're buying a 10-inch piece of exhaust pipe made in China. Retails for $5.79. As he's getting rung up, he decided, as they normally do, because they think that people listen to him, he's educating the store on how this part is now going to be made here again and cheaper. How Donald Trump is going to make sure this manufacturing for stuff like this is coming right back here. And to be honest, he didn't appreciate my snickering. Because he got louder and more involved. And as usual, wouldn't listen to, a real thought. But here's the problem with his scenario. That part's $5.79, made in China. And this gentleman believes that company is going to spend millions of dollars buying or redoing a factory, buying the equipment, hiring all the people at a good American wage, because that's what they always like to talk about. You think that company's going to do that because they're going to pay 58 cents more to have it made in China and brought over here because of a tariff? No, stupid. They're going to put that 58 cents on top of the price of the part, and now you're going to pay $6.30-something for the part. And as normal with the MAGA crowd, they'll forget they'll suddenly have Trump amnesia and forget he claimed he was going to do this, that, and the other, and they won't even talk about it after a certain time because it didn't happen. So rather than, call him out for being full of shit, they just move along and stay in line. MAGA and rhinos, the real rhinos, because the Republican Party as it was doesn't exist. You're all rhinos. If you're still calling yourself a Republican as of this time, you're holding on, and you have a brain, then you're holding on to something that doesn't exist anymore. Let it go. Just let it go. Anyway. So, this happened. And I'm sitting here thinking, dude, brake pad. Brake pad cost you $59. 10% tariff, now it's $5.90 more. So it's $65 for a set of brake pads. They're not bringing it back here. They're not spending the money to bring it back here and pay those good American wages, because it's going to cost them more to make it here than where they're making it now. So it's still going to be either, $64, $65 with a tariff, or it could be even more than that if they made it here, because they're paying good American wages and, benefits. Be smart, people. The only way they're bringing it all back is if the American government decided to start writing them checks to build facilities or buy facilities and bring that back, which is what we've done with the chips. Because chips go into everything, and during the pandemic we realized real quick, because we could make other parts, but we didn't have the plant set up to make chips, computer chips. So they did the CHIPS Act, and we put taxpayer money in front of it so these companies would bring that back here. They weren't going to do it on their own. If anyone in Trump world thinks that a corporation gives a rat shit about a flag, then you are dumb as a rock. Actually, I'm sorry. I apologize to The Rock. Because they don't care. Their flag flies green. That's it. They're not spending millions of dollars to bring manufacturing here back because it's the American thing to do. Because it's a patriotic thing to do. They don't care. All they care about is profit and money. That's it. It's just, and the fact that he stands there in the middle of a store like he's telling something. Like he's, going to convince everybody that Trump's going to do it. No, he's not. Trump ain't going to have a damn thing to do with it. His corporate buddies are going to say, oh, that ain't happening, and he's not going to do a damn thing about it. Just like the Elon Musk Vivek bullshit that's going on right now. Suddenly, immigrants aren't a bad thing as long as they're smart. And obviously they're smarter than we are because they've said that. Americans aren't smart enough to be trained to do these tech jobs because of our educational system here. The immigrants are telling us we ain't smart enough. And I can't fault, if you talk to a MAGA person, I can't argue with them on it. I just can't. It's unbelievable. But anyway, he didn't prove his point. But my point on that was, Trump didn't defend you. He didn't defend us. He didn't come out and say, that's wrong, shut up, be the tough guy that he's supposed to be, get a handle on his guys. No, he kissed Elon's ass, and suddenly he's for H-1B visas. Who knew? All of a sudden, Trump's for H-1B visas, which he uses for his companies. What? It wasn't that long ago, 2016, he was claiming H-1B visas were a problem and these were American jobs, and he actually put a hold on the visas for a minute and, blah, 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 blah. And now all of a sudden, because his rich billionaire buddy is all about immigrants and an immigrant himself, suddenly he's fine with it. Rather than defend you, but you'll be okay with that. You'll be all right with that. Because whatever Trump says goes, right? Right? Good luck, fellas. You're going to need a hell of a lot of it, as we all